Welcome back to Quest Means Business. Melinda French Gates is donating $1 billion in support of women's rights. It's her first major philanthropic move since leaving the Gates Foundation earlier this month. She received $12.5 billion to pursue her own charitable work. Gates says one of her first priorities is reproductive rights in the United States. Stacy Palmer is the CEO of Chronicle of Philanthropy and joins us now. Stacy, great to chat to you. I think anyone who's ever read about her or interviewed her, as I was lucky enough to do last year, knows that women and girls are her passion project, first and foremost. But now she has the financial weight to be able to put money, true and a great deal amount of money behind some of these causes. What do you make of what you've seen? Because certainly in the United States, this is a neglected segment.
Yeah, it's really fascinating to watch how fast she put the money in. She just announced a few weeks ago that she was leaving the Gates Foundation and had $12.5 billion. And now all of a sudden we've got $1 billion out the door. That doesn't happen in philanthropy very much. And she's committed it in a lot of fascinating ways to advocacy organizations, focusing very much on reproductive rights in the United States, and really disappointed that this nation has been stepping back in so many ways from helping women. But she's still maintaining her interest in women all around the world. So it's just a mix of a lot of dollars, and in the world of philanthropy, very little is given to help women. And she makes a point of saying that far too little has been given in the past, and she wants to make a difference. And I'm sure she will encourage other people to give more to women as well. So this is going to be a milestone moment for women and philanthropy.
It's less than 2% of charitable giving in the United States that goes to causes for women and girls. And she also wrote an op-ed in the New York Times. And in the third paragraph, she says it so clearly, because obviously she's been doing this now for 20 years. She said she's learned that there will always be people who say it's not the right time to talk about gender equality, not if you want to be relevant, not if you want to be effective with world leaders, brackets, most of them men. Stacey, I just wanted to get your view on why you think perhaps she wasn't able to do what she's now doing independently within the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Obviously, they have constraints, but there is, it feels at least, some kind of message in what she's saying.
Yes, I think there is. And she had long been advocating, though, within the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation for the rights of women. And so a lot of the work that they had been doing already resulted from her efforts. But now that she's making the decisions entirely on her own, I think she's able to talk to a lot of experts and ask them for advice. And that's the other thing that's notable about her giving is it's based on ideas from people who have true expertise. She gave money to a bunch of leaders and said, I'm giving you 20 million for you to decide where it should go. That doesn't happen in philanthropy very often, where a philanthropist gives up the right to decide where all the money goes. And then she's going to give $240 million for a competition where people can submit their best ideas. So, it's a lot of innovation in the way she gives, not just to the causes that she's supporting.
Yeah. Jacinda Ardern, the former New Zealand Prime Minister, one of those recipients of the $20 million, which was fascinating to see. Can I ask specifically about the United States? Because again, it comes back to there's a sort of degree of, well, you have to pick and choose your causes. There's also a snobbery, I think, at certain times about the type of philanthropy that you choose. But here in the United States, we do see the rights of women now under material threat across the nation. So the timing of the choice on this, I think, for her is also pivotal. She's obviously been doing this around the world, but now, the United States is facing this more than ever, and the threat to women.
Yes, and she is making quite the statement by placing so much emphasis on the United States, since more of her giving had been, globally to help women. And she's really saying that we are at a political moment in this country where something needs to change. And she's been doing a lot of giving in the political realm. So today we're talking about her charity, but she's also giving directly to electoral politics because, as she puts it, she doesn't want to see her granddaughter, who's just 1 year old, have fewer rights than she has.
Yeah. We often talk about charitable giving in the third world, and when you look at the situation in the United States at times, one could argue perhaps that, we need to look at our own policies. Great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for your insights. We'll see what more she does.